Okay. I'm sitting here with Crystal McCullers, a personal stylist at Nordstrom. Um, so the first question I want to ask you is, where did you start your styling profession?
I started styling, I would say, in my own boutique. I
Okay.
opened a boutique, and I really started online.
Mm-hmm.
And then I closed that and expanded it to an actual location where when people came in, I did personal styling, shopping, and all of that. So I started my own boutique.
Okay. So what kind of client? How did you build your clientele? Like.
Really, how I built my clientele, what differentiated me from anyone else is like the material or the items that I carried in the store.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to have some unique styles.
Mm-hmm.
I also reached out and started incorporating plus sizes because I mean it's very hard to find clothing, like that's fashionable and stuff that people actually want to wear.
Right.
So people started to know my boutique as one that you can always also get plus size clothing that looked good, and then that's how the clientele started to build from that. So you had to have something different.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
that's what made it different.
Right. So how long have you been a personal stylist?
I've been a personal stylist, I would say now going on about 5 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have a career.
Yeah.
Is,
Yes.
is it something that you like wanted to do? Like, have you always had a passion for it?
Well, I've always had a passion for like style and fashion.
Right.
And I kind of got pulled into it by friends asking me to style them or
Right.
dress them or give them advice.
Right.
And so it kind of just self-created itself. So no, I didn't seek it out.
Right.
I guess,
It's just like happened.
yes, I was doing it and then it's like, oh, this is what it's called.
Right.
And so that's how it turned to be.
So it was pretty much like a mistake.
Basically, I
Sort
fell
of.
into it. I fell into it, yes.
Right. Okay. So what are the qualities necessary for a personal stylist at Nordstrom?
At Nordstrom, you definitely need to be a people person.
Mhm.
You definitely need to be able to read people.
Right.
Because a lot of times what's different between a stylist at Nordstrom and a stylist of what people think a stylist,
Mhm.
a lot of times they celebritize it and you're thinking, oh, you're going to be able to pick out these great outfits and leathers and all this and stuff. The people that come in for styling at Nordstrom are your everyday run of the mill. I just need to go to a job interview. I just need to go to work. I'm not going to wear something that extravagant. So you have to be able to tone all that down and realize this is just everyday style.
Right. Right. Right.
So you need to be able to read people with that and understand, when they say they want a certain thing, they may say they want this, but you have to be able to interpret what their needs are.
Right.
And then also give them what they're wanting, but it's like someone
Right.
coming in and saying, I want to look like Beyonce. Right? I
Right,
mean,
right.
so, but you have to be able to do it without saying that's not going to happen.
Right.
So you have to be able to find that medium. So
So-
that's the biggest thing here.
Right. So you have to like get what they want while being realistic.
Being realistic. Right.
Okay.
And being
Okay.
creative.
Huh, that makes sense. So, are there any opportunities of advancement from your position, and if so, what are they?
Within Nordstrom or just as a stylist?
At Nordstrom.
Yes.
There
I mean,
are.
Nordstrom is, their whole thing is about advancement, as
Right.
in creating a career.
Right.
If you come into this as it's just a side hustle or just like retail, no. But if you come into this as you're building a business, a career, clientele, absolutely. I mean, if
Right.
you wanted to be the manager, the stylist, or open up any other department, you can do that.
Right. Huh. So, are there any educational requirements for the personal stylist position? Like, did you have to go to school or anything? Like, do you have to have a certain degree?
No.
Okay.
No. My experience is what got me on. I've
Okay.
worked at other designers, and I worked for Saks. So it's kind of like, if you put Saks and Nordstrom on your resume,
Right.
you can get into any retail.
Right,
Do you know what I
exactly.
mean? Because there's certain levels and certain designers that you need to know about, and certain levels of clientele that you need to know about.
Right.
So that is your education. It's getting in and working it. You're not going to learn how to really talk and work with a client.
By going to school.
No.
Like, you're gonna just you basically fashion is anything in fashion is basically like getting out there and like actually doing
And
it.
actually doing it. Actually doing it. Word of mouth, showing what you can do, having a great portfolio, being able to show that if you can show that. But any certification, anyone can do a certification. But like what you do with styling and clothing is art.
Right.
Like you can be certified in it, but if you don't have the talent, you don't have the talent.
Pretty much. Right.
So that's kind of that's the difference. So you can throw around certifications, it's cool and all, but
if you don't know what you're doing, then
it's going to show.
right.
It's
right.
going to show.
Okay. So, what does a typical business day for you consist of?
One thing I like about being a stylist is I can set my own schedule.
Okay.
So for me, I like having my days off together. I have Sunday and Monday off.
Right.
I do a lot of planning on those days of who I'm going to contact. When I first get in, the first hour may be contacting people, following up with orders before. Then I start planning for any appointments that I have.
Right.
Doing pulls, going out through the store, creating the outfits for the appointment. Working the appointment, putting the stuff back. If you have another appointment, going into the next one, or if not, picking someone up off the floor. But the difference between me as a stylist and another sales associate would be that I only can pick up one person at a time. I only can help one person at a time, and I have to try to spend as much time with that person as possible. So if I pick someone up in shoes, my goal is to get them upstairs.
Right, because you want to like touch base with like almost every department.
And the thing about a stylist is that you need to style their lifestyle, not just head to toe. Because they're teaching everyone that now. You go into Macy's and they style you head to toe, right? But here is your lifestyle. It's
so you got to stop for yourself. You got your children.
Their children. What's your lifestyle like? You know, do you travel a lot, so you need some slip-on shoes? I mean, just different stuff like that. You have to listen and style their lifestyle.
Okay. So what is the estimated annual income an aspiring stylist can expect? That's from Nordstrom. That's for like anything. Okay. Right? Give just like a range of like what you think.
On a personal, like not Nordstrom, you can expire. I mean, you can get to six figure. You can. It just really depends on the clientele you chose.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's going to take some time to get there. It is not going to happen overnight. It's not the glamour of like how like Atlanta Housewives make it seem. I mean, I don't even know if that's even the name of Housewives. I don't know. Whatever, hip hop Atlanta. Whatever. It's not like that. I mean, there are some, but it's not.
Right.
You know, those people, they already think they know how to dress, so you can't get in and inspire them. They already think they have it. So it's building up. At Nordstrom, you can make it. I mean, you really could do well. I'd say you could do, I don't know, 60, 70, but you really need to be smart on the products that you know. Like I do my best, honestly, with personal shopping versus styling. Right. But it's a little different here. I'm not styling celebrities. I'm styling people.
Right. Real people.
Real people.
Right.
But personal shopping, you have people who will spend their whole paycheck on a pair of Louboutins. That's just the truth.
Yes.
Or a Gucci purse. So I think you can do it by personal shopping versus styling here. Does that make sense?
Right. Do you think like location has something to do with it? Okay.
But if you build the clientele, they will come to you. They will come to you. You can, of course, Charlotte has a bigger market, you know. But if you get that good connection with your client, they will only come to you, and you have them feeling like only you can find that for them. So you can come to Raleigh, and still they'll call you, hey, you have this. Right. I have people in New Jersey who contact me. They easily can go online, and they easily can do all this stuff, but they contact me.
Because they know you can do it.
Because they know I can do it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so you can take it with you, but you just have to build that first.
Right. Well, I think that is all the questions I have, actually.
Well, thank you.
I think it is. Well, thank you for doing this for me. Thank you for taking that time. I got time for you to go.
You're good. I'm glad we can get it in.
All right, thank you so much.